You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
Please accept this as my formal resignation. I am done.
One regional airport is without a full-time manager, and that's because she walked out this afternoon during a special board meeting where they accused her of drinking and driving on a runway. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Alex Gale was with the Vermilion Regional Airport in Danville for about 2 years until she was put on leave 2 weeks ago. The interim manager presented the accusations today that put her on leave. There are 24 of them. WCIA3's Amanda Brennan was at today's meeting. Amanda, people were fired up today.
They were, and many packed the airport's conference room, some supporting Gale, others supporting the board of directors, and others were upset about who is temporarily filling the manager position. So let's start with Gale. At the meeting, her mom had to be told to be quiet. She kept shouting, "Shame on you," when the board was going through the accusations. Violations include discipline, ethical decisions, and bullying, and then what the board says people witnessed last month.
For the September 8, 2022 actions of driving a non-airport vehicle with a non-airport authority employee on board at high speed down runway 2103 after consuming alcohol.
That was the new interim manager, Rod Hightower. He's a friend of a board member. He's not from the area, and that's what some people are concerned about, that he doesn't know the area. Alex Gale isn't the only one who quit today. Jake Majors also walked out. He was the airport's maintenance manager for a year and a half. He says Hightower in the past week has been disrespectful toward him, and it was a hostile environment. There is so much more that happened in that meeting, and I've got it for you tonight at 6. Jennifer.
Okay, we get to hear from them tonight at 6. Amanda, thank you so much. A sad update tonight. The Douglas County woman whose home exploded has died. It happened over the weekend in Newman. The Sangamon County coroner says Shalonda Bailey died at a hospital last night. The state fire marshal and coroner are still investigating why the explosion happened. A Cerro Gordo family is shaken up after a semi-truck drove through their home. It happened near the intersection of Route 32 and 400 North Road, just south of Cerro Gordo today. WCIA3's Marley Capper is live there now. Marley, so what happened?
A semi-truck driver was actually coming up this road here behind me. That's when state police say he drove off the road. He hit a power line. You can see crews behind me are actively working to get it up. And then over here, the semi-truck crashed into the front portion of the house, completely destroying the front porch. Now, state police are investigating what actually happened. State police have blocked the road off for about a mile. Now, I spoke with the homeowner who was inside the house. Thankfully, she was in the back of her home, so she is not hurt. She told me the driver is not hurt and that he kept saying sorry over and over and over again. Now, she told me that she called her insurance company and is waiting to see if the house is livable for tonight. If not, she'll have to stay with family. You'll hear from her tonight at 6. Reporting live in Cerro Gordo, Marley Capper, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Marley, tell me, did she describe at all what it sounded like? She's in the back of the house. I can't imagine a semi-truck barreling through the house.
Right. She thought it sounded like an explosion. She was trying to do some things in the front porch, and then she said it just sounded like something crazy. The house was all shooken up. As you might be able to see right here, the front cab of the semi-truck is wedged in between her house and a tree, so she's definitely very shooken up.
Okay, I can imagine just looking at that. Marley, thank you so much. Danville's OSF Sacred Heart Medical Center is temporarily closing its birthing unit. Instead, expectant moms are being sent to OSF in Urbana. The Heart of Mary president says it's because of staffing issues. She's aware of the inconvenience this creates for families. She adds OSF is prepared to make arrangements for families who may need help getting to the Urbana location.
Because of those services that are available here, we feel like we're in an excellent position to be able to serve not only the Champaign-Urbana community, but the whole region.
The temporary closing is exclusively for labor and delivery. Patients in need of prenatal, postpartum, and general services are still able to go to the Danville location. Anti-abortion advocates are calling on lawmakers to reinstate the parental notice of abortion law. It required doctors to notify the parent of a minor 48 hours before having an abortion. The Parental Notification Act was repealed last year. Now minors don't need their parents' consent to get one. Anti-abortion advocates say this leaves parents out of the decision.
By repealing this law, Governor Pritzker and Illinois Democrats have told parents that they don't matter. They have trampled on the rights of parents to be involved in their children's health care.
When he repealed the law, Governor Pritzker said it was meant to protect minors who were victims of rape, incest, and domestic abuse. We will have response from Planned Parenthood tonight at 6. Here are some stories making national and international headlines today. Protesters crowded Los Angeles City Council chambers. They're demanding 3 council members resign immediately. The drama comes after a leaked closed-door recording revealed profane and racist statements about their opponents and the toddler son of a fellow councilman. Both sides delivered closing arguments today in the penalty phase for convicted Parkland, Florida school shooter Nikolas Cruz. The jury is expected to start deliberations tomorrow. They will decide whether to impose 17 separate life or death sentences for the massacre that happened in 2018. Jurors have to be unanimous on at least one victim to recommend the death penalty. Ukraine faced yet another day of brutal Russian attacks. Several cities were hit again after dozens of missiles and explosive-packed drones rained down across Ukraine yesterday. Many hit packed neighborhoods during morning rush hour as civilians made their way to work in cities, including the capital. Ukrainian officials said at least 19 people were killed in the first round of strikes yesterday and more than 100 hurt. The toll from today's onslaught wasn't immediately clear. A historic fire station is getting a historic update. We'll show you, but first.
What California will do is force farmers to adopt these standards that are going to raise the price of food for everybody.
A Supreme Court case could have major impact on how much you pay for pork at the grocery store. Find out what they want farmers to do.